I'm Tom Baker, this is Chasing Cars, and this might be the most important vehicle to launch in Australia in 2024. This is the next generation Toyota Land Cruiser Prado. I've already driven the new gen Lexus GX, which is the upmarket iteration of the Prado with the V6 petrol engine. I was pretty impressed by that car, but I think the Prado will outflank the GX in Australia in interest and sales because it will be more affordable. But there's a big question about how much more affordable this car will be. Currently, a Prado tops out in the high 80s before on-road costs in Australia. I reckon we might see a repositioning of the Kakadu variant towards $100,000, maybe even a little bit above. That's pure speculation, but I think when you check out this car, and especially when we have a look in the interior in a couple of minutes, you'll notice that the Prado has been pushed up market. One area where that isn't true is under the bonnet of this resplendent mustard JDM Prado I've got next to me. It's still the 2.8 litre diesel 4-cylinder, but it does now have a 48 volt mild hybrid system. However, the turbo petrol hybrid missing in action for Australia for now. Chasing Cars, honest reviews of your next car. Brought to you by Budget Direct. Well, this is my first time sitting in the next gen Prado, and I've got to say I'm impressed. Even though the design is pretty utilitarian, the material quality is really quite impressive. I don't think you can tell that from photos, so you kind of have to get in the car to see how it's improved from a material quality standpoint. And this is the kind of thing I'm guessing that will probably underpin the Prado being pushed up in price. Even though that engine isn't changing, except for the mild hybrid system being added, the more upmarket positioning, the premium features are going to be what Toyota will rely on. Now, this car, mustard over brown leather, incredibly bold combination. Obviously, I would do it that way, but that won't be for everyone. So you should expect to see black leather or other options in Australia, fabric seats on the lower grade. Now, it'd be remiss of me to ignore the yoke steering wheel that's going on in front of me. That won't come to Australia. This is actually an initiative that Toyota are deploying for people with disabilities. So this car's got no pedals. Instead, the braking and acceleration's done here on the wheel. It's an accessibility feature on display in this car. So you can safely note that, but ignore it for general consumption in Australia. Big digital screens, 12 inches over here, 12 inches in front of you. Toyota's new infotainment system with wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. JBL premium stereo will be available. Physical climate controls, great to see. Heated and cooled front seats. A lot of this is fundamentally shared with the GX in terms of cabin architecture. And the materials, soft, plush, high quality, pretty much all the way around the cabin. This is a 3-row vehicle as well. I'm gonna have to pop up some B-roll here because our filming time is pretty limited with this car. But just like the old Prado, it feels relatively spacious, but it's not as big as a 300 series or a Lexus LX, for instance. So that's my first look at the Toyota Land Cruiser Prado. Grateful to have been able to bring you along with it. I really want to turn this over to you. What do you think of the new Prado? Do you like the design? What will you think if the price does increase on this car? What about that interior? What about that mustard color? Let me know what you think about the new Toyota Land Cruiser Prado. Also here at the show, Toyota's had a couple of interesting concepts on display, the EPU electric pickup truck and a Land Cruiser SE, fully electric Land Cruiser. So make sure to check out those videos on the channel as well. Leave me your comments, make sure to subscribe, and as always, thank you for watching Chasing Cars.